afternoon, and welcome to Ray and Sue Smith Stadium on the campus of Hope College for today's MIAA matchup between the Flying Dutchman of Hope College and the Comets of Olivet College. My name is Scott Vanderstoop, and I am privileged to bring you the game today. For those of you in the area, it is a glorious Saturday afternoon in October. If you are anywhere within 45 minutes, we encourage you to come out and join us. If you can't join us, we are glad you've chosen a screen for us. And here come the Flying Dutchmen onto the field, led by head coach Peter Stursma. They come into the game today with a record they didn't expect to have. 0-3 in the MIAA and 3-4 overall. The Comets come in 2-1 in the MIAA and 5-1 overall. Olivet started the season victorious over Franklin of Indiana, 35-31. They then beat Eureka convincingly, 54-14. And in the MIAA HCAC crossover, they narrowly defeated Hanover of Indiana by a score of 31-28. They completed their non-conference season undefeated with a convincing win over Greenville College of Illinois, 63-7. Their lone loss came last week to the Trine Thunder in a close 39-37 battle. They sit at 2-1 in the league. Hope College, on the other hand, started with two come-from-behind victories in their non-league games over Aurora and Co. Then lost a tough one to Mount St. Joseph on the road, and then went up to Minneapolis to defeat the University of Northwestern. However, the MIAA season has not been kind to the Dutchmen as they dropped their first three at home on October 1st to the Adrian Bulldogs by a score of 22-10. They then went on the road and they lost to Albion as the Britons won in convincing fashion 30-10, and then lost a close game last week to the Alma Scots on the road 26-28. At this time, we'd like to turn it over to public address announcer Mr. Tom Davilar and our national anthem.
Greenwood.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad spikes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the hope of the brave.
Thank you, Lee, and thank you, fans.
The Olivet Comets will be making their way out on the field momentarily, and then we will have the toss of the coin and determine who will receive the ball first. Our officials for this afternoon's contest, for those of you who have been around the MIAA a while, these are not unfamiliar names. Jason Nickel, Mike Sturm, Ed Steenbergen, Bobby Rodenhouse, Brent Clark, Josh Walkus, and Jeff Seiler. An experienced MIAA crew. The captain's getting ready to join the officials in the middle of the court. Middle of the field. Still coming off of my volleyball contest from last night. We'll have an opportunity to check starting lineups here because we may not get the opportunity as the game begins. We'll start with Hope College on offense. Chance Strickland will be taking snaps at quarterback, getting his first start of the year. His running back will be Kenya Houston. His receiving core includes T.J. McKenzie, Terrell Harris, and Carter Knopfsinger. The tight end is Eric Hoagland. On the offensive line, the tackles are Luke Marsh and Alex Weber. The guards are Dylan Clem and Andrew Shalett. And the center is Cole Harger. For Olivet on defense, we will get to in just a second, as I believe we're going to have the coin toss momentarily.
Clark, Josh Walkus, and Jeff Seiler, and our head referee will take over for the coin toss in just a moment, Mr. Jason Nickel.
Well, we're not quite ready for the coin toss, so we will continue with the starting lineups. Let's go to Olivet on defense. The defensive ends are Amir Jones and Ricky Williams. The nose tackle is David Curl. The outside linebacker are Damari Carter and Logan Fee. The inside backers are Justin McMurrin and Isaac Rowe.
This is our tails. This is the heads.
53, Olivet, what would you call me?
Tails. Tails is the call.
It is the tails. Olivet has won the toss.
They will defer. You guys want the ball?
Which way do you want to kick?
This way. Turn around that way.
Olivet
Has won the toss. They will defer to the second half. Good luck, gentlemen.
Hope will start by kicking in the to begin this game. They will kick from north to south, continuing with Olivet's defense. The cornerbacks are John Thompson and Colby Lewis. The strong safety is Isaiah Moon, and the free safety is Anthony Merriman III. Checking Hope College's starting defense. The defensive ends are Matthew Anderson and Connor Nasliski. The defensive tackle is Joe Natosi. The nose guard is Caleb Parlberg. The backers are Cole Luman, Andrew Debry, and Muhammad Kamara. The safeties are Brady Howe and Nick Flegler. And the cornerbacks are Darian Nunley and Adam Vanderkoy. Hope will receive in the northern end zone. The kicker for Olivet is Samuel Roos, a 6-foot senior from Langsburg. Former employer of men's basketball coach at Hope College, Mr. Greg Mitchell. He will kick from the 35, and deep to receive will be Knopfsinger. He takes it at the 13, up over the 20, the 25. Good yardage. He's over the 35, the 40, up to the midfield strike where he's brought down. A great return by Carter Knopfsinger, and Hope College starts out in great field position to begin this MIAA contest. Game time temperature 72 degrees, very little wind, and not a cloud in the sky. A beautiful October 22nd. We don't get many this good in Holland, Michigan. It's one of the best October 22nds we'll ever get. Both teams pound fists. The linemen from both offense and defense pound fists as they wish each other well. Here's Strickland. He's going to handle it right over the middle to Daniel Romano, taking snaps in this formation over the 45 down to the 43-yard line. Making the stop for Olivet on that is the nose tackle, David Curl. Pickup of 5. It will be 2nd and 5. Strickland with Romano in the backfield. He's going to hand it off to him again, or Romano picks his way forward for maybe a yard. Good defense by Olivet that time. Leading the charge was Logan Fee coming in from his linebacker spot. Game of 1 and it will be 3rd and 4. Lou Beckler comes out of the game. The receivers are McKenzie and Harris to the left and Knopfsinger to the right. Strickland, drop back pass. He's going to tuck it and he's going to go cut inside the 40 to the 36, and he is clobbered at the 36-yard line, but it's enough for the first down, and it will be 1st and 10 for Hope from the 36. Great running by Strickland, as it was a good coverage. It's Chase Brown at quarterback. Brown and Strickland will take snaps today, it looks like. Now it's Brown with Romano in the backfield and 3 receivers. Play action from the 38-yard line. Brown fires it left. It's intercepted and dropped on the far left side. On the coverage that time was Anthony Merriman III. And that will bring up 2nd and 10, as that was almost a pick 6. Great anticipation by Merriman. My apologies in advance for a couple of things. First of all, Olivet has a lot of dual numbers, and so I will do my best to sort those out. I've got them all written down, but given my given that I'm not as familiar with the Comets, I ask for your forbearance. And secondly, we are struggling a little bit with our graphics today, so it will be on me to try to. Romano gets up over the 30, the 25, down to the 20. Daniel Romano running hard all the way to the 20-yard line. Gain of 14. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Dutch. As I was saying, we're without our graphics today, so we will do our best to bring those to you. Here's Romano again, just pounding his way down inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. 3-yard gain on first down. That will be 2nd and 7. We're at 12:47 to go, no score. Hope Olivet just underway. Eric Hoagland, the tight end, back into the game. Knopfsinger comes to the right. McKenzie and Harris to the left. Brown fires it left. He gets it to McKenzie. He's inside the 10, inside to the 8-yard line. First down, Hope College. A little screen and run from Brown to McKenzie, and that's a first down. TJ McKenzie coming into the game, 2nd in the league in reception yards, and it will be 1st and goal for the Dutch. It's Beckler and Knopfsinger and McKenzie, all to the right. Beckler in the slot back position. Brown calling it out from the pistol formation. Romano behind him. They will hand off to Romano off the right side. Powers inside the 5, down to the 2-yard line. Daniel Romano lowering his shoulder and picks up 6 yards down to the 2. They mark it at the 1, and it will be 2nd and goal for the Dutch. Excellent opening drive by Hope College, trying to get their first MIAA victory. Chance Strickland will now come in at quarterback. Brown will come out. Romano still in. It is McKenzie far to the left, the only wideout in this formation. Romano is going to power us into the end zone. Touchdown, Hope College off the left side. Hope College scores first. They go up 6-0 on an impressive 48-yard drive, starting first by a great return by Carter Knopfsinger to put the ball in great field position, and Hope leads 6-0. The holder will be Brad Rohan Blanton, and Hilger puts it up. Dylan Hilger, ever reliable. And we are coming to our first break here at Hope College. The Dutch score first. They lead 7-0. We will be back with more Hope College football right after this.
My name is Megan Bigelow, and during my time there, I was on the Hope women's soccer team. I decided to choose Hope because of the opportunity to be involved in multiple things. I didn't want to go somewhere where I was just a number in the field. I was able to double major, experience both a business academic load as well as economics. I loved the opportunity to really get to know my professors. Hope exceeded my expectations.
I'm Nate Bauman. As an invested community partner, we're proud to help share Hope's stories of transformational impact.
Hope College draws first blood. They lead 7-0. Deep to receive for Olivet. Hilger will kick. We'll see who grabs this ball. It looks like it is going to be Dontel Wright. Nope, excuse me, it's number 1 as he chases off to the left, only up to the 15. That's Deontay Higgins, number 1, not number 3. And that will be a first down for Olivet. Not an exactly favorable field position from their own 15-yard line. Good coverage by the Hope College kick return team. Excuse me, the kickoff team. I don't think we got a chance to check the Olivet starting lineup, so let's do that right now. Their quarterback is Evan Hornsby, a 6'3" sophomore from Fort Wayne. His running back is Nuke Crowell. The receiving core includes Jakari Hamilton, Deontay Higgins, and Jalen Broussard. Up front, it's Eric Smith as the tight end. The tackles are Dylan Combs and Christopher Beck. The guards are Gabriel Green and Andrew Ellinga. And the offensive line is anchored by Andrew Sikkema, a senior from McBain, the home of Hope College's faculty moderator and former chair of the kinesiology department, Dr. Kirk Brummels. Here come the Comets out on the field. 1st and 10 from the 15. 3 receivers to the left, and 1 to the right. Ornsby, play action, gets it out to his receiver, Broussard, and it is caught, but he is dropped immediately on the right side for just a gain of about 3. Coming in and making that play was Darian Nunley, number 3. He shares a number with TJ McKenzie. It will be a gain. Oh, it was a bigger gain than I thought. It's a gain of 7. It will be 2nd and 3 from the Olivet 23. Ornsby calling out the plays again from the shotgun formation. He's going to throw right. He's got his receiver underneath up over the 25. That's going to be a first down. Catching that ball is number 88. That's Nick Pagano. And that will be a first down for the Comets. 1st and 10, Olivet from the 29-yard line. 2 passes, 2 completions for Ornsby. 3 receivers to the right for the Comets. Ornsby, the big 6'3", 230 quarterback. He's going to drop back. He's going to go deep. He's got a receiver, but he overthrows. Intended for his receiver, Jalen Broussard. He had a step on the defender, but Ornsby just let it go a little deep, and it will be 2nd and 10. 9:43 to go. Hope leads 7-0. I will be both your audio and your graphics today, so I hope I provide a quality service for you. 2nd and 10, 3 receivers to the right. Single running back is Crowell. Ornsby is going to hand it off to Crowell, and he cuts over the 30, spins, cuts away from a couple of people, and is finally brought down at the 33-yard line, making the stop for Hope, Adam Vanderkoy, along with Cole Lumen. Gain of 4, it will be 3rd and 6. Ornsby getting play call in from the sideline. He sends 2 receivers to the right and 1 to the left. That is Broussard. His running back is Crowell. Ornsby, quick one out to, and it's incomplete, but I think it's a backward pass. It's picked up by Hope, and I think that's going to be a touchdown. Nobody blew it dead, to the best of my knowledge. It looked like it was a backward pass. but nobody is signaling touchdown, so I think everybody saw it as a backward pass, but it was ruled incomplete. I didn't see anybody signal incomplete, but it is going to be 4th and 7. Peter Sturzma, talking to the head linesman, pleading his case. I think at least from where we were, it looked like it was a backward pass that came loose and was returned, but that's not what it's going to be. Instead, the punter, Brandon Sign, will boot it away from his 20-yard line. Good kick, Vanderkoy with a fair catch at the 32-yard line. Hope holds on their first possession, and they will take over on offense at their own 32-yard line. 8 minutes, 53 seconds to go. The Dutchmen with an early 7-0 lead on an impressive drive of 48 yards. For those of you who are at home checking live stats, you're probably seeing what I'm seeing, which is a bit of a snaggle in the transmission, so we don't have them yet. The quarterback is going to be Brown. Knopfsinger to the right. And he's going to hand off left side to his running back, Romano, who just barrels his way over the 32 up to the 35-yard line. Gain of 3, it will be 2nd and 7 for the Dutchmen as they get the play in from the sideline. Knopfsinger is going to come off to the right along with Harris. McKenzie to the left. Romano, the lone running back in the pistol for Chase Brown. And he's going to hand it off to Romano again, and he kind of barrels his way over the 35 to the 36, pickup of a couple. Good interior defense there by the Comets, led by Amir Jones from his defensive end position. 3rd down, 6 to go from the 36-yard line. The Dutchman with the lead in the ball, 7:50 to go in the first quarter. Chase Brown sends 3 to the right, and Romano stands to his right. Straight drop back. Brown looking. He goes over the middle. He's got Knopfsinger at the 45, the 40, the 30, inside the 20, down to the 16-yard line. Chase Brown connects with Carter Knopfsinger. Found a seam into coverage for a big play. And Hope is deep in Olivet territory, leading 7-0 in the first quarter. Grant Holzer is into the game as a wideout for Hope. He goes to the right, 3 receivers to the left. Brown goes into the end zone, intended for the newly inserted Grant Holzer, just out of his reach. Covering on that play is Thomas Faust, and it will bring up 2nd and 10. Chase Franti will come in at tight end for Hope. TJ McKenzie will come off to the left. Romano in the backfield. And Holzer will be to the right for Chase Brown on 2nd and 10. And there's a missed snap in the backfield, and Chase Brown is going to suffocate it back at the 25-yard line just to ensure that nothing else terrible happens. Big loss on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and long from the Olivet 25. Still within Hilger kicking range, as he has proved himself to be more than capable to hit from big yardages, even in suboptimal conditions. But it is a beautiful day today with no wind. 3rd and 17. 3 receivers to the left for Chase Brown. He looks to the left on a straight drop back. He's got time, but he loses it, and he's sacked in the backfield. And I believe he lost the ball, and Olivet will take over. Coming in from behind him, big Ricky Williamson just really laid out Chase Brown on a great secondary sack. As he came in, he beat his man. Brown had a little bit of time, but not enough. Credit the Comet secondary. And Olivet will take over on their own 28-yard line And the opportunity for Hilger to put his foot into one has vanished. Hope still leads 7-0 with 6:15 to go in the first quarter. The Comets will come out on offense, led by their quarterback, Ormsby. He's got one back, and he has a slot back who comes in motion and now stays still. And it's going to be a straight handoff to his running back. That should be Crowell, or maybe, actually, let's check the number here. That is the other running back who's into the game, not Nuke Crowell, but instead Dontel Wright. He's a 5'9" freshman from Sexton High School, right in the heart of our state capital, Lansing, Michigan. Only a gain of about 1 or 2 on that. The ball sitting right at the 30-yard line. We will call it 2nd and 9. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, a slot back and a running back for Ormsby. Now Higgins comes from right to left, and another handoff, and once again dropped in the backfield is the Olivet running back, Sam Canucci, and he picks up nothing, and it will be 3rd and 9. Great defense leading the charge there. See if we can pick that up. I think it was Connor Nazliski who made the initial contact, and it is 3rd and 9. 2 receivers to the left and 2 to the right. Passing situation for Ormsby. Coming in motion is Ellison. And there, Ormsby is going to be swamped in, as he didn't have time to think about any receivers at all, as the initial rush comes in hard for Hope College. Wyatt Tucker leading the way, number 99. That will bring up 4th and 11, and the Comets will have to punt. Brendan Sine will punt for the second time today. He stands at his own 13-yard line, as the defense for the Dutch has held once again. Hope leads 7-0 with 4:17 to go in the first quarter. Sine sends an end-over-end to Vanderkoy, who's going to catch it at the 35 and be dropped right away. And I think that was, Isaiah Moon, the senior DB from Southfield High School, who found Vanderkoy right away, wrapped him up, and dropped him for a 2-yard loss. So Hope will take over 1st and 10 at its own 33-yard line. 4 minutes, 8 seconds to go in the first quarter. We are glad you have joined us today. It is a beautiful day for football. We hope you are enjoying this one while sitting on your back porch or raking your leaves, or perhaps enjoying a beautiful West Michigan shoreline along Holland or Saugatuck or wherever you might be. We'd also like to say hello to our folks who are fans of the Olivet Comets. We are glad you have joined us today, and we hope that we represent and pronounce your team well. Loss of 2 on that first running back play. I believe it was either Kenya Houston. Actually, it was Elijah Smith, 25. These old eyes have a hard time seeing 25 and 26. It was a loss of 2, so it will be 2nd and 12 for Chase Brown. 3 receivers to the right, and 1 to the left is McKenzie. Brown's going to send McKenzie across from left to right, and a little short pass out to him, looking for a block. Picks one up over the 35, the 40, and that's actually Terrell Harris who picked it up. I apologize. It was McKenzie who made the block and Harris who made the catch. A nice play by Hope, as it was McKenzie who came over. Well, actually, yes, it was McKenzie who came from left to right and then put the block on.
Play.
The officials pick up the flag, so it will be a gain of it looks like it's a gain of about 13. And so that's going to be enough for a first down. The chain crew was waiting to see what the flag was. The flag was picked up, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for Hope at the 44-yard line, leading 7-0 with 2:55 to go. Here comes Harris from right to left. There's a fumble in the backfield on the handoff, and Brown suffocates it. And I think he tried to hand it to Romano that time unsuccessfully. That's going to be a loss of 4, and that will bring up 2nd and 14. Into the game for Hope is Grant Holzer. Elijah Smith is the running back. Knopfsinger also into the lineup. He comes out to the left. So it's Holzer and Knopfsinger. And the third receiver there is Harris. Brown's got time. He throws it up over the middle. Incomplete. Intended near midfield for Knopfsinger. Covering on the play was Damani Carter, the other number 2, 5'10" defensive back from Southfield. Not to be confused with the offensive number 2, Jalen Broussard, whose name we've also called a lot today. 3rd and 14. Knopfsinger to the right. Holzer and McKenzie to the left. Brown drops straight back. He looks to his left. He runs out of time. He's trying to get out of trouble, but he can't as he's wrapped up back at the 30-yard line by big Ricky Williamson, who put him down single-handedly, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Great play by Williamson. And that will bring on the punt team for Hope College. Carter Knopfsinger doubles as a punter, and he will stand at his 15-yard line. Olivet stands at its own 35, ready to receive. Knopfsinger lets it go, spiral kick all the way back to the 28-yard line, back to the 25, return to the 25, and I think we're going to have a blocking penalty. Making the return on that play was John Dawson, I believe, number 20, but there's going to be an illegal block, and that's going to push Olivet back even farther. We'll wait to sort it out. From the spot of the foul, it's probably going to go back to, I would imagine, about the 14-yard line. We'll see once here what Mr. Jason Nichols
During
says.
the return, block in the back, return team, number 10, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. 1st down, Olivet.
So they'll mark it off 10 from probably about the 28. So I'm thinking that's going to put it at the 18-yard line. I guess the 17. 1st and 10 for Olivet. The Dutchman leads 7-0. We've got a $1:15 to go in the first quarter on this beautiful October afternoon. Hornsby, 4 yards deep, play action, spins back. He goes deep over the middle. He's got a receiver, but it is out of the hands, out of the reach of Jalen Broussard. Covering on the play was Adam Vanderkoy and also Darian Nunley. Actually, it was Nunley, not Vanderkoy. I apologize. Vanderkoy is off to the right side of the field right now, and Nunley is on the left side. 2nd and 10. Ormsby with one running back 3 yards behind him. He will hand it off to his running back, and they'll get a couple of yards. I think grabbing that one was Samuel Kanuji, and relatively little gain. Lumen on the stop, gain of 1, and it's going to be 3rd and 9. Another 3rd and long situation for the Comets, who trail with 47 seconds in running here in the first quarter. 3rd and 9. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Running back off to Ormsby's left, and a slot to the right who comes in motion to the left. Back up, straight drop back by Ormsby. He's got his receiver, but it was caught and dropped. Probably not able to be caught. It was off to the, probably out of bounds. It was intended for Carter. Excuse me, it was intended for Broussard, the other number 2. That will bring up 4th and 9, and Olivet will punt for the 3rd time so far today. Vanderkoy will drop back, and the punter for Olivet will be Brendan Sine. He stands at his 4. And Hope almost got a hold of it. Vanderkoy is going to take a fair catch signal. He's not going to catch it, and it was a tremendous roll for the Comets. It went from the 36 where it first bounced down to the 16, and that is going to be a terrific punt by Sign, and we are going to have Hope take over 1st and 10 on its own 16-yard line, the worst field position the Dutchmen have had today. They've had a lot of success, including an opening drive of 48 yards for a touchdown. But as I said, this will be the longest they have to go, and this will be the last play of the first quarter. The quarterback will be Brown. He sends 3 receivers to the right. And it looks like Beckler is the slot back to the right, or it is. He stands to his right. No, it's going to be Elijah Smith, who's going to take a counter handoff, and there's not much going there from Mr. Smith, and that will end the first quarter. We have 15 minutes in the books. The Dutchmen lead the Comets 7-0 in this MIAA contest. We are going to take a break and hear from some good folks at Lawrence and Vanderswart. You are watching Hope Football.
It's no secret. The best way to learn about Hope College is to spend time on our campus. The Hope admissions team invites you to a personalized visit experience you won't forget. Located in downtown Holland, Michigan, our historic campus is close to shopping and dining and just 10 minutes from Lake Michigan. We invite you to check out our campus tour options or sign up for an online tour with the Hope admissions office. There's never been a better time to see Hope College. Visit us at hope.edu/admissions.
Hope College dominated the first quarter. They had 5 first downs to the Comets 1. 3 of them in the air, 2 of them on the ground. 2 of 4 in third down efficiency. The Comets were 0 for 3. Hope ran 21 plays compared to the Comets 11. Total yards 97 for the Dutch and only 23 for the Comets. And of course the Dutchmen have a 7-0 lead, as it has been all Hope in a game that both teams want, but in many ways Hope desperately needs, looking for its first MIAA victory. Hoagland will go in motion. A backwards pass is complete to McKenzie around the right side. He's got some blocking. That's Terrell Harris, number 6. He's up over the 30, and that's a big play for Hope. 1st and 10 for the Dutch from the 33-yard line. A little backward pass, and it is a big play for Hope, a gain of 17. Waiting for the play from the sidelines. McKenzie will be to the left. Romano in the backfield. And Harris to the right. Brown having trouble with the ball in the backfield. He manages to pick it up, but then can't get himself gathered, and he is dropped in the backfield by one of the Comets, who I think just went down with an injury, and he will be attended to, but a big play by the Comets, a loss of 9, and that will be 2nd and 19. I believe the player who went down was also the player who made the great defensive sack. And so we will assess what that is. It looks like we have just a little bit of time, and we will enjoy some of the sights and sounds of Ray and Sue Smith Stadium as both teams gather with their respective coaches. Well, Lamir Jones is up on his own and walks off on his own power. He went to celebrate after the great play he made and then went down and was down for a significant amount of time. But he is up and back on the sideline. We wish him well, as he had just made a great play for the Comets. Loss of 9, and it will be 2nd and 19. McKenzie and Harris to the left. And now I believe we're going to have a little conversation between Jason Nickel and one of the Lions officials, Bob Rodenhouse. Everything seems to be in good working order as far as the officials are concerned. 14:01 to go in the first half. Hope with a bit of a disadvantageous situation now as they're faced 2nd and long, but they do lead 7-0. Oh, it's Strickland in now, and he's going to carry it by himself off the right side. He's got lots of room and great blocking up over the 40, very close to the first down. Chance Strickland just put it under his his arm and just fired forward. A missed snap in the backfield. Excuse me while I had to turn off my mic for a moment as I had a bit of a coughing spell. I'll try not to do it again because it resulted in disaster for the Dutchman. That fumble is picked up by Olivet and returned back to the Dutchman's 11-yard line. And the man who's always there for me, Jose Freddy Velasquez, comes in with a glass of water so I won't have to miss any more big plays. Thank you, Freddie. We have a great crew, and I want to mention them as many times as I can. We got our directors. We've got Valaria on replay. Great job, Valaria. We got Lizzie on directing. And our great crack camera staff, Jonathan, Jacob, Trent, and Bryce. First handoff, not much there. Very little gain, and it almost looked like there was a bit of a scrum at the end, like there might have been a fumble, so the officials are going to stop the clock to assess that. Nobody's signaling anything, so I think Olivet will retain possession. We want to thank our executive director, Mr. Steve Secor, our king of cameras, Mr. Phil Blau, and the man who makes it all happen, El Jefe, Freddy Velasquez. Thank you to this great staff who
Offense.
So the fumble was indeed, it did occur. Mr. Nickel letting us know that Olivet retained possession. Looked like there was just a bit of a scramble at the end, so that did suggest that the ball might have been loose. Olivet picks it up. 2nd and 9 from the 11. And it is going to be Ormsby with two receivers split out. There's a fumble by Olivet, and now Hope returns the favor and recovers the ball at the 15-yard line. Both teams making lots of ball handling errors. Hope, first of all, with a muffed snap, and it resulted in Olivet getting great field position, and then that handoff fumble recovered by number 50, Mr. Cole Lumen, and that will be a 1st and 10 for Hope at the Dutch 15-yard line. They have a long way to go, but they were able to dodge what could have been a difficult situation as Olivet had the ball 1st and 10 in the red zone. Hope gets the ball back after Olivet returns the mistake. Hope leads 7-0. Romano is the running back. It looks like the quarterback is Strickland. Beckler is the slot. One receiver to the left looks like Nofsinger. Hoagland is the tight end, and they're going to give it to Romano, who powers his way and falls forward to the 20 for a gain of 4. It will be 2nd and 6. Knopfsinger comes to the right and McKenzie to the left. Signals coming in. And Knopfsinger is now actually going to come over to the left side of the field. 2 running backs for Chance Strickland. And Hoagland will come from right to left. And the handoff is going to be straight ahead. It looks like that's Romano up over the 25. And the umpire throws a flag, which will probably be a penalty against the offense. We'll see once.
There is no foul on the play. The result of the play is a first down.
Well, once again, the officials have picked up their flag, and that's going to result in a first down as Hope has the ball at its own 26-yard line. The umpire threw the flag. It looked like it might have been an offensive holding call. They made discretion the better part of valor on that, and they picked up the flag, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Harris in motion. They're going to hand it off. No, Romano is on a play action. It's going to be kept on a fake handoff, and Strickland's going to run it around the left side up over the 30 to the 32. Good fake handoff. Fake the announcer as Romano went to the right and Strickland went to the left. Gain of 7, gain of 6. It will be 2nd and 4. Quarterback coach Jim Caserta standing on the sideline next to his signal caller, wearing his yellow shirt to be distinctive from all the rest of them wearing orange. Here's Strickland, play action. He's going to roll right. He's going to put it under his arm, and he's going to pick up some good yardage up over the 40. First down for Hope. Chance Strickland showing his qualities as a running quarterback, picks up 7, and it will be 1st and 10 for the Dutch. 10:37 to go in the second quarter. Hope leads 7-0. McKenzie to the left. Knopfsinger and Harris to the right. Strickland is going to roll right on an option. He's going to keep it over the 45, over midfield. Chance Strickland picks up another first down inside of common territory down to the 44-yard line. Chance Strickland picking his way through good blocking, finds his holes, and picks up 16 yards. It'll be 1st and 10 for Hope at the Comet 44-yard line. 10:03 to go in the first half. Hope leads 7-0. Hope picking up a lot of their yardage on the ground today, both from Chance Strickland as well as Daniel Romano. McKenzie and Knopfsinger to the left. Hoagland comes over to the left. Handoff to Harris, coming from right to left, looking for a block. He picks one up inside the 40, down to the 30-yard line, as he got a great block from his teammate Daniel Romano. He was able to spin free and pick up, I believe, another first down. But they haven't moved. Oh, we got a flag. That's why nobody's moving.
Illegal shift, offense. 5-yard penalties from the previous spot. Repeat, first down.
Well, that's a tough break for Hope as they get called for a 5-yard penalty. So that 11-yard gain will be erased, and it will send the ball back to the Olivet 49-yard line. Hope will have it 1st and 15 as offensive coordinator Andrew Hawken will go into his playbook and find something fitting for the occasion. We're at 9:20 to go in the first half. McKenzie is to the left, Knopfsinger to the right. Strickland has it's Chase Brown, play action. Goes deep down the middle. Double coverage by Knopfsinger, and that is incomplete as he was well covered. I think a few Hope fans wanted some wanted a penalty on that, but that was actually good coverage by Olivet. Colby Lewis and his teammate, perhaps Isaiah Moon. It is number 1, Isaiah Moon. Double coverage, not a lot there. Hope's lucky, I think, to walk away from that with an incomplete pass. It's 2nd and 15. Brown in at quarterback. He's got 3 receivers to the left. He drops back. He steps into the pocket looking for something. He's going to tuck it and go and slide down at the 45-yard line. And that's going to be 3rd and 11. 8:45 to go in the first half. Hope leads 7-0. McKenzie is going to go to the left. Knopfinger to the right. Aaron Harris will tuck in between the tackle and Hoagland. And there is Brown dropping back. He steps into the pocket. He's got McKenzie at the 35. He's loose. He's heading to the end zone. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. T.J. McKenzie on a bullet from Chase Brown. He caught it at the 32, and he rifled his way all the way down to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal for Hope, looking to add to their 7-0 lead. Now Chance Strickland in at quarterback with Romano. Also into the lineup is, I believe, Adam Castle. Oh, there's a misplay in the backfield again. Strickland's able to grab it out of the air, and that's going to be a loss on the play back to the 4-yard line or so. It will be 2nd and goal. Great job by Strickland to keep it within his frame so that it didn't get loose like it did earlier in the second quarter, and it gave Olivet the ball at the Hope 11. They dodged that bullet, however, as Olivet returned the favor and also made a mistake in their backfield, and Hope was able to recover a fumble of its own. McKenzie's going to go to the right this time and Harris to the left. Romano stands to the left of Strickland. Here comes Harris from left to right, and Strickland's going to barrel his way forward, very close to the end zone. He's in! He's in! Touchdown Hope! Touchdown Hope! Chance Strickland finds his way off the left side between the center and the guard, and Hope's up 13-0. Dylan Hilger will attempt the PAT with 7:02 to go in the first half. Hits up. It's good. Hope leads 14-0. We are going to take a break, and we will be back. You're watching Hope Football.
Can you hear that sound? That's the sound of a marginalized family's future filling with hope. For $60, you can change the life trajectory of a family through the gift of a goat. When a family receives a goat through Gift of Hope, they have access to nutrition and income. Visit www.rca.org/givehope to shop gifts that share Christ's love. Give a different kind of gift this holiday season. Give a goat, give hope.
Here you'll see Chance Strickland find his way right up the seam and bounce his way into the blue turf and give Hope a 13-0 lead. The point by Hilger made it 14, and he will kick now from his own 35-yard line. And he sends it a rocket. It lands 7 yards deep in the end zone. Dylan Hilger with a Division I leg on that one, and it will be a touchback for Hope. Freddie, you better turn that camera off. I have a voice for radio, and there we go. That's much better. Thank you, Freddie. What we really should see is that beautiful crowd. There it is, on cue. It is a beautiful homecoming crowd. Even with Hope at 0-3 in the league, the fans have shown up And we want to thank them all for being here. We want to thank you for joining us, too, as we have a nice viewership today as well. We hope you are enjoying whatever it is you're doing. Maybe you're raking some leaves or enjoying some time on your patio. Whatever it is, we're glad you've saved yourself. We're glad you saved a little bit of time for Hope College football. The Wolverines have a bye week, so why not? Hornsby will hand it up off the middle, and there is nothing doing as his running back is swarmed under. That was Isaiah Moon. Nope, that was not. That was Deontay Higgins, number 1, I believe. Moon plays defense, and Higgins plays offense. Loss of 1, and it will be 2nd and 11.
Anderson, Natosi, Perlberg, and Neslicki have been outstanding, and White Tucker as well.
Drop back by Hornsby. He is swarmed under. He fires off to the right. It's complete to his receiver as he falls down. Nice play. Kean Johnson with it. And we have a special guest with us today. Head coach, former football coach Stu Fritz, head baseball coach. Coach, let's see, is his mic up? What do you got, Coach? Can you hear us?
I'm here, Stu.
How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. How's
your fall season going?
We finished about a week and a half ago. All good.
Very good.
Yeah.
Got a good group of guys.
We got a good group. We got several returners, so we'll see what happens.
You got some big holes to fill, though.
We do. Some of the best we've had, we have to fill. We need a win today, Stu.
We do indeed. We do indeed. What you've coached all your adult life. You look at a team like this, they have great skilled players, they got returners, and just sometimes things don't go your way. It's hard to explain.
Yeah, it's been crazy. I think a really good group of young men and a great coaching staff and a really good tradition, and a win today would do a lot for getting this thing going back on the right direction.
How about this crowd? 0-3 in the league, and we filled the place. What does it say about Hope?
I think it just says it's a testament to Hope and our former players and students and really just the community in general.
So what are you looking for your oh, we got a block. We might have another touchdown. On the punt, it's recovered in the end zone. Hope scores on the special teams. Isaiah Hicks or Jakari Kirkland. I think it's Jakari Kirkland.
Jakari, yeah.
Jakari. We got 2 number 1s, and that number 1 just put Hope up by 3 scores. That's the kind of stuff you want to get this. That's a confidence builder, Stewie.
Yeah, I'm not sure who got it. It looked like Cole Lumen might have been in the backfield there. Huge play for Hope College.
All right, so Hilger will come on to try to put us up by a full 21. I wanted to ask you before you go, what have you got your spring schedule in Florida set?
We do. We just got it set. We don't necessarily know who we're playing, but we know the number of games and the days that we're playing.
And Winter Haven, where are you headed?
We'll be mostly right there in Claremont. There's a new turf facility that we'll spend a lot of our time there, and then a little bit down at Lake Myrtle in Auburndale.
And then are you going to pick up a series before that, or is the weather just too tough? You get down to Indiana or so?
We'll play a couple series before that, and then this year, different than years past, we fly back into Chicago, and we'll play in the Wheaton tournament on the weekend that we get back.
Very nice, very nice. What's the MIAA league? Is it 3 9s? What do you got this year?
3 9s, yep. Single on Friday, doubleheader 9 on Saturday.
So that's a long day of baseball.
It sure is, especially for old coaches.
Well, you need a lot of arms, too, right?
Exactly
That's right. Huh.
Exactly.
Well, I've enjoyed getting to know your guys. Also, your assistant coach, Newman, who I see regularly in the cafeteria. He's added a lot to your program.
Yeah, our staff is fantastic, and we just got quality young men, really like every sport at Hope does.
Stu, thanks for coming up here. Don't ever come up into the press box again unless you want to put the mic on.
Hey, I'm a man of few words, as you know. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks, Coach. Have a good day. 21-0, Hope in the lead. Dylan Hilger kicking off from his own 35-yard line as he sends another rocket 12 yards past the goal line. Dylan Hilger just keeps kicking it farther and farther. Hope leads 20-0, and I got so distracted by the glamour of Coach Fritz, I didn't realize that we missed that third PAT, and so we're up 20-0 and not 21-0. Where's my executive producer when I need him? 20-0. Hope leads. Dylan Hilger with a rare miss. And so Hope leads by 3 scores. And Olivet will come back out 1st and 10 on the touchback from their own 25-yard line. Evan Hormsby brings his team back out onto the field. Hope dominating the game from start to finish. Hormsby with 2 receivers to the right and 1 to the left. Hormsby's going to roll right, look for a little pass in the flat, and it is complete. Making the play on that is Jakari Hamilton. That will be a gain of about 5. It will be 1st and 10. Just taking a quick look at the stats, Hope with 10 first downs. Olivet only with 1. 6 through the air and 4 rushing. 3 of 6 third down efficiency for Hope. 0 for 4 for Olivet. 2nd and 6. Hormsby looks left. He gets away, fires it, incomplete, intended again for Hamilton. Good coverage that time by Hope, and that will bring up 3rd and 6. Hope, just continuing a little bit more with the stats, total yards 188 for Hope compared to 27 for Olivet. Hormsby sends 2 receivers to the left and 1 to the right. And play action, Hormsby throws it up over the middle. Caught and dropped, intended for Jalen Broussard. Just a little behind him. Covering on the play was Nick Flegler, I believe. Yes, number 2. And that's going to bring up a 4th down and another punting opportunity for Brendan Sine. He certainly has had a workout today, as the Hope defense has been terrific. 4:21, excuse me. And Hope will send Adam Vanderkoy back to the 34-yard line to receive this punt. Nice punt by Ryan. He's had a terrific day. Vanderkoy, once again, is going to fair catch it, but he can't get to it. It was kicked so well. It wasn't a 20-yard roll this time, but it was a decent enough roll, as Brendan Sine has had a rocket of a foot today, sending the Dutch all the way back to the 14-yard line, where they will take over 1st and 10 on their own 14. Chase Brown will come out as quarterback. And we're going to see Kenya Houston in the backfield for the first time today. McKenzie to the left. And I think that's Knopfsinger off to the right. And it's going to be Kenya who's going to he's got a hole up over the left side, over the 20. Pushes down one, stiff arms a tackle at the 22, up over the 25. Kenya Houston running hard. Gain of 13, and it will be a 1st and 10 for Hope with 3:54 to go. Offense looking to the west to get their wisdom from the Hope sideline. Into the lineup for Hope once again is Grant Holzer. He is a lone receiver to the left. And play action, and they're going to run a reverse this time to Harris, but Olivet sniffs that out very well, and that's going to be little or no gain. Actually, negative yardage. It looks like going to mark it about the 22. That's going to be a noticeable loss of 4 or 5 yards, creating a 2nd and long situation. Chase Brown in the backfield with Houston. McKenzie to the left. Harris and Knopfsinger to the right. Houston stands to the left of Brown. Straight drop back. Brown's got time over the middle. Incomplete, intended for McKenzie at the Olivet 49-yard line. Just out of his reach. McKenzie dove for the ball, got a little bit of it, but not quite enough. And that will bring up 3rd and 14. "16 seconds on the play clock, 2:43 on the game clock. Clock is stopped. Hope leads 20-0. All 3 receivers now will go to the right with Houston in the pistol. Brown, he's got time, but now he's got to run to his right out of the pocket. Comes back over the middle, incomplete, intended for Harris. But give credit to number 8. That is John Thompson, one of 2 number 8s for Olivet, and that was good defense, and that's going to bring up 4th down and a punting situation for Hope. And I think this is going to be, Carter Knopfsinger's first punt, maybe his second. We'll have to check the stats. 2:34 to go, 4th and 14. Hope with a terrific first half, trying to get off of the 0 in the league win column. Knopfsinger will stand at his 8. 2 Comets deep to receive at their own 37. Knopfsinger with a nice punt. Fielded back at the 29, up over the 30, trying to go left. And we've got another flag on a special teams play. That's, I'm going to go with John Dawson, the return man there. But we're going to have a penalty, probably an illegal block. The ball is marked at the 33 right now, and it's not going to be any better than that for the Comets, as they're probably going to get flagged with another special teams penalty.
During the return, block in the back, return team number 7, 10 yards from the end of the run. First down, Olivet.
10 yards from the end of the run is going to put that at the probably the 23-yard line and give Olivet a 1st and 10 with 2:23 to go. Hope leads 20-0. Both teams with 2 timeouts, and Ormsby will bring his team back out. 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Now a 3rd receiver comes off to the left side. That's Pagano. Here's Ormsby, and he takes it on a straight back. He looks over the middle, and incomplete, intended for Broussard, and it will be 2nd and 10, but we have another flag. Probably a hold on Olivet.
Holding, offense, number 50. That penalty is declined. 2nd down.
Dylan Combs getting whistled for that, but on the incomplete pass, Hope will decline that and give Olivet 2nd and 10 from the 23, 2:18 to go. 4 receivers, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Ormsby trying to go off to the right side, intended for number 10, Kean Johnson. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Once again, 4 receivers for Ormsby. Olivet has yet to convert a 3rd down in this half. 2:14 to go. Ormsby over the middle, and it's complete to Broussard at the 32, 33-yard line. Nice play, as he was heavily covered that time. I think doing the work was Luke Palmer, number 31, and boy, that was good defense, but Ormsby was able to thread the needle, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And look at this. Olivet is going to go for it. Wait a minute. I see some more bodies coming out. I guess they are going to make discretion the better part of valor here and put the punt team back out. With 1:33 and winding, it would just be a risky deal to go for it on 4th and 3. A quick snap and sign, not with as great a kick, but effective enough as it's going to roll dead at the 33-yard line of Hope, where Hope will take over 1st and 10 with 1:19 to go. We'll see what Coach Sturzma and Coach Hawk will generate here if they want to try to see if they can get a couple of first downs. Hilger has yet to put his foot into a field goal yet today. He's 2 for 3 on PATs and has had a rocket on kickoffs, sending it deep into the end zone for touchbacks. Or maybe they'll be happy to go into halftime with a 20-point lead. We'll see. Chase Brown stands at his 28. Straight drop back. Comes up. He's got it over the middle. He's got McKenzie at the 45. Up over midfield and into Olivet territory. Down to the 38-yard line. Well, the question's been asked and answered. What will Hope do? They're going to try to put some more points on the board. We got 107 and counting. Brown stands at his 35. Now he runs out of room. He's being chased, but he manages to get out to the left side, down to the 35, out of bounds to stop the clock. Heady play by Chase Brown. And that's going to be 2nd and 7 from the 35, getting really close to Hilger range. Knopfsinger stands on the right. McKenzie stands on the left, but now he's going to come over. Looked a little surprised by the call, kind of shrugged his shoulders, and now he's going to head off to the right. And Harris will join him, as will Knopfsinger. Houston in the backfield. Brown, he's got time. He goes off to the left side, but that's incomplete. Intended for Kenya Houston. That will stop the clock at 55. And that will bring up 3rd and we'll call it 7 from the 35-yard line. Play clock winding down at 24. Plenty of time for Hope. The game clock is stopped at 55. Hope still with 3 timeouts. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Brown over the middle. And he's got his tight end, but he doesn't have much going there as he stopped pretty much right where he started. On the reception that time was Eric Hoagland. And Hope is going to call its first timeout. Or is it? No, it's not. As the clock starts to rewind at 29 seconds, it's 4th down. And it looks like Coach Sturzman going to let it wind down to the end and send out his super toe, Dylan Hilger, to try to add a little bit more to this 20-0 lead. Clock at 12, 11, and winding. And that is where we're going to get the timeout. And here comes Dylan Hilger. 8 seconds to go from the 35. I think we're going to have to check with Alan Babbitt at halftime, but if this isn't the Hope record, it is going to be very close. I think Hilger holds it at 50, if I'm not mistaken. It's at the 35 with a 7-yard long snap. That's going to put the ball at the 42. The Pipes stand 10 yards back. That's going to be 52. Hoagland is the long snapper. Wellman is normally the holder, but with his injury, it's probably Brad Rohan Blanton. We'll see. It is indeed. And Hilger will stand at about his 40, at the Comet 45 or so. He takes a couple steps to the left, and we'll see if we can make a little Hope College history here today. Here's Hilger, puts it up. It's going to be short, and it was right on the money, as Olivet's going to return it, but they're not going to get very far. And that's going to expire the first half. So Hilger's kick was straight enough and high enough, but not quite long enough, as it ended just about 5 yards short. The mighty effort by Dylan Hilger comes a little short, but that's about the only thing that's gone wrong for the Dutch today, as they walk into the first half with a 20-0 lead over the Comets in this MIAA matchup. We're going to take a little break here. We're going to tell you some good things about Hope College and our good folks at Lawrence and Vanderswart. So we will be back for second half. You're watching Hope Football.
There is a school whose namesake is not a founder, not a historical figure, not a state, city, or physical landmark. It is named after an ideal, a virtue, a way of life. Its name is Hope.
Field, where our new MIAA Commissioner, Dr. Chris Brown, is joining Hope College President Matt Scogan and Athletic Director Tim Schoonveld for a special presentation. During the 2021-22 school year, Hope College claimed the MIAA Commissioner's Cup All-Sports Trophy for a league record 38th time, finishing with 155 points. The MIAA Commissioner's Cup is based on cumulative performance of each member school in 18 of the league sports for men and women. Hope has earned 22 more MIAA Commissioner Cups than any other MIAA school. Hope swept the All-Sport Championship titles with the women's team totaling 78.5 points, the men's team 76.5 points. In all, last season, Hope College won a school record 12 MIAA regular season championships in team sports. On the women's side, Hope collected outright league titles in cross country, golf, volleyball, swimming and diving, tennis, and outdoor track and field, while sharing the MIAA crown in women's basketball. The Flying Dutch also placed runner-up in indoor track and field, softball, and tied for second in soccer and lacrosse. On the men's side, Hope won outright league championships in basketball, swimming and diving, baseball, and lacrosse, and sharing the MIAA title in football. The Flying Dutchman also finished runner-up in cross-country, golf, tennis, outdoor track and field, third in soccer, and fifth in indoor track and field. Hope fans, let's give a large round of applause to all of our student athletes and coaches for earning the 2021-2022 MIAA Commissioner's Cup.
Let's celebrate. It's all right. We're gonna have a good time today. Let's celebrate. It's all right. Celebrate. Times come on. It's a celebration. Celebrate. Times come on. It's a celebration.
My name is Evan Thomas. I'm a rising senior at Hope College. I'm a biology major and a chemistry minor on the pre-med track, and I play basketball here. Hope's really defined my goals and defined the path I want to set for myself. Coach Mitchell has been a big catalyst in my growth here at Hope, as well as many professors, specifically my lab professor, Dr. Calvo. I hope to use what I've learned here at Hope to continue my research in medical school. Through medicine, I hope I can erase healthcare disparities.
I'm Ryan Vanderswart. As an invested community partner, LBZ is proud to help share Hope College's stories of transformational impact.
My name is Megan Bigelow, and during my time there, I was on the Hope women's soccer team. I decided to choose Hope because of the opportunity to be involved in multiple things. I didn't want to go somewhere where I was just a number in the field. I was able to double major, experience both a business academic load as well as economics. I loved the opportunity to really get to know my professors. Hope exceeded my expectations.
I'm Nate Bauman. As an invested community partner, we're proud to help share Hope's stories of transformational impact.
It's no secret. The best way to learn about Hope College is to spend time on our campus. The Hope admissions team invites you to a personalized visit experience you won't forget. Located in downtown Holland, Michigan, our historic campus is close to shopping and dining and just 10 minutes from Lake Michigan. We invite you to check out our campus tour options or sign up for an online tour with the Hope admissions office. There's never been a better time to see Hope College. Visit us at hope.edu/admissions.
Can you hear that sound? That's the sound of a marginalized family's future filling with hope. For $60, you can change the life trajectory of a family through the gift of a goat. When a family receives a goat through Gift of Hope, they have access to nutrition and income. Visit www.rca.org/givehope to shop gifts that share Christ's love. Give a different kind of gift this holiday season. Give a goat, give hope.
The River Place in downtown Holland redefines active senior living. A no-step floor plan is designed around your needs, so you can leave the worries of home ownership behind and enjoy a vibrant lifestyle right outside your door. Make the River Place your home. Visit resthaven.org/riverplace to reserve yours today.
There is a school whose namesake is not a founder, not a historical figure, not a state, city, or physical landmark. It is named after an ideal, a virtue, a way of life. Its name is hope.
My name is Evan Thomas. I'm a rising senior at Hope College. I'm a biology major and a chemistry minor on the pre-med track, and I play basketball here. Hope's really defined my goals and defined the path I want to set for myself. Coach Mitchell has been a big catalyst in my growth here at Hope, as well as many professors, specifically my lab professor, Dr. Calvo. I hope to use what I've learned here at Hope to continue my research in medical school. Through medicine, I hope I can erase healthcare disparities.
I'm Ryan Vanderswart. As an invested community partner, LBZ is proud to help share Hope College's stories of transformational impact.
My name is Megan Bigelow, and during my time there, I was on the Hope women's soccer team. I decided to choose Hope because of the opportunity to be involved in multiple things. I didn't want to go somewhere where I was just a number in the field. I was able to double major, experience both a business academic load as well as economics. I loved the opportunity to really get to know my professors. Hope exceeded my expectations.
I'm Nate Bauman. As an invested community partner, we're proud to help share Hope's stories of transformational impact.
It's no secret. The best way to learn about Hope College is to spend time on our campus. The Hope admissions team invites you to a personalized visit experience you won't forget. Located in downtown Holland, Michigan, our historic campus is close to shopping and dining and just 10 minutes from Lake Michigan. We invite you to check out our campus tour options or sign up for an online tour with the Hope admissions office. There's never been a better time to see Hope College. Visit us at hope.edu/admissions.
Can you hear that sound? That's the sound of a marginalized family's future filling with hope. For $60, you can change the life trajectory of a family through the gift of a goat. When a family receives a goat through Gift of Hope, they have access to nutrition and income. Visit www.rca.org/givehope to shop gifts that share Christ's love. Give a different kind of gift this holiday season. Give a goat, give hope.
The River Place in downtown Holland redefines active senior living. A no-step floor plan is designed around your needs, so you can leave the worries of home ownership behind and enjoy a vibrant lifestyle right outside your door. Make the River Place your home. Visit resthaven.org/riverplace to reserve yours today.
There is a school whose namesake is not a founder, not a historical figure, not a state, city, or physical landmark. It is named after an ideal, a virtue, a way of life. Its name is Hope.
My name is Evan Thomas. I'm a rising senior at Hope College. I'm a biology major and a chemistry minor on the pre-med track, and I play basketball here. Hope's really defined my goals and defined the path I wanted set for myself. Coach Mitchell has been a big catalyst in my growth here at Hope, as well as many professors, specifically my lab professor, Dr. Calvo. I hope to use what I've learned here at Hope to continue my research in medical school. Through medicine, I hope I can erase healthcare disparities.
I'm Ryan Vanderswart. As an invested community partner, LBZ is proud to help share Hope College's stories of transformational impact.
My name is Megan Bigelow, and during my time there, I was on the Hope women's soccer team. I decided to choose Hope because of the opportunity to be involved in multiple things. I didn't want to go somewhere where I was just a number in the field. I was able to double major, experience both a business academic load as well as economics. I loved the opportunity to really get to know my professors. Hope exceeded my expectations.
I'm Nate Bauman. As an invested community partner, we're proud to help share Hope's stories of transformational impact.
It's no secret. The best way to learn about Hope College is to spend time on our campus. The Hope admissions team invites you to a personalized visit experience you won't forget. Located in downtown Holland, Michigan, our historic campus is close to shopping and dining and just 10 minutes from Lake Michigan. We invite you to check out our campus tour options or sign up for an online tour with the Hope admissions office. There's never been a better time to see Hope College. Visit us at hope.edu/admissions.
Can you hear that sound? That's the sound of a marginalized family's future filling with hope. For $60, you can change the life trajectory of a family through the gift of a goat. When a family receives a goat through Gift of Hope, they have access to nutrition and income. Visit www.rca.org/givehope to shop gifts that share Christ's love. Give a different kind of gift this holiday season. Give a goat, give hope.
The River Place in downtown Holland redefines active senior living. A no-step floor plan is designed around your needs, so you can leave the worries of home ownership behind and enjoy a vibrant lifestyle right outside your door. Make the River Place your home. Visit resthaven.org/riverplace to reserve yours today.
Welcome back to Ray and Sue Smith Stadium. We are at halftime of the MIAA contest between the Olivet Comets and the Hope College Flying Dutchmen. It has been a Hope College afternoon, something that the fans at Hope have been asking for and hoping for many weeks, as they are trying to get off their 0-3 record. Olivet coming in 2-1 in the league, and currently facing a 20-0 deficit. First half statistics show that it was indeed a Hope kind of day, as Olivet 1-1 in the league with a victory over Kalamazoo and a loss against Trine. They've played 2 league games. It was, in terms of team statistics, it was, as I said, really a Hope College domination. 12 first downs to only 1 for Olivet. Those 12 first downs came 5 through the air and 7 rushing. Hope 3 of 8 on third down efficiency. Olivet 0 for 6. Total yards, 228 for the Dutchman compared to 36 for the Comets. Hope 6 for 13 in pass completions, comparable to Olivet 6 for 14. Hope had to punt only twice, and punter Brendan Sine shot 6 of them from his foot and punted well, averaging 38.7 yards. A couple of them were real scorchers. Time of possession was indomitably in favor of Hope. 20 minutes, 24 seconds versus versus Olivet's 9:36. Ormsby 6 for 14 for the Comets, 31 yards. On the ground, really not a lot for for Olivet. Canucci was 7, Wright with 5. Ormsby with negative yardage, mostly because of sacks. Broussard has 14 yards through the air. On the other side, Romano leads all rushers for Hope with 49. Strickland, the quarterback, 33. Kenya Houston with 1 carry for 12 yards. TJ McKenzie leads all Hope receivers with 3 receptions and 80 yards, 42 of those on a really nice middle route from Chase Brown. Carter Knopfinger has 47, and Terrell Harris 1 catch for 13 yards. Hope will kick off to start the second half as Olivet won the toss and elected to defer. So that will mean that Dylan Hilger will have a chance to once again put his rocket foot into another kickoff attempt. We are glad you joined us for Hope College football today, and Hilger sends it deep again into the 11 yards deep in the end zone, and once again a touchback for Olivet. 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Olivet not having a lot of success on offense. They will send their offensive unit on right now in hopes of turning their fate, as it has been a Hope College day to be sure. Ormsby brings his team out. His running back is Samuel Canucci. 2 receivers to the right. One of them, Isaiah Moon, goes from right to left. Canucci takes the ball, and he is dropped for a loss as he tries to get up over the left side of the line, and he is unsuccessful in doing so, as the right side of that offensive line really stuck it to him. Leading the charge that time was Caleb Parlberg from the nose position. 3 receivers off to the right, and it will be 2nd and 11. Ormsby stands at his 19-yard line. He gives the handoff to Canucci. He gets a little bit of room up over the original line of scrimmage to maybe the 26-yard line, and that will bring up 3rd and 9. Checking in for Hope on defense will be Jackson Bush and Luke Palmer. Broussard comes to the left. 2 receivers to the right for Ormsby. He drops straight back, 3 steps, looks over the middle. He's got his receiver, but he threw it behind him, intended for Isaiah Moon, and that's going to bring up 4th down, and that will bring up another punting situation for Mr. Brendan Sine. His 7th punt of the day. 13:35 to go in the third quarter. Hope leads 20-0, the biggest lead, except for at the University of Northwestern, the biggest lead they've ever had all season is right here. Terrell Harris is going to drop back to receive the punt instead of Vanderkoy. He stands at his 31. Sine with another good kick, lands at the 43 and gets a nice bounce for Olivet and picked up at the 34-yard line, where Hope will take over 1st and 10 on their 34-yard line. $13:24 to go. There you see the Hope College offense gathering around offensive coach Jim Caserta. Offensive coordinator Andrew Hawken calls the plays from the press box. Signals them down to Mr. Caserta and his signal callers on the sideline. It's Chase Brown starting the second half, and he goes off to the left side, and he's got TJ McKenzie at the 46-yard line of Olivet. Beautiful pitch and catch from Brown to McKenzie. Out of bounds at the they mark it at the 48. Nice play. Brown threw it right on the money, and McKenzie in traffic was able to reel it in. Covering on that play was Colby Lewis. Good defense, but it was just a better pass. Play action. Brown steps into the pocket. He runs out of room, and he is leveled in the backfield by number 10, Keon. Nope, sorry, that's Spencer Tyler, the other number 10. That's going to be a loss of 4, and it will bring up 2nd and 14. Somebody got hit hard there. I think I saw a mouth guard fly. 2nd and 14. Harris will come in. Hoagland will come out. Nofsinger is off to the right. McKenzie is off to the left. Harris moves into a slot position. The running back is Romano. Brown looking up over the middle. He's got McKenzie, and he makes the catch at the 40. TJ McKenzie with Colby Lewis all over him. Grabs the ball and advances it to the 38. First down, Hope. What a play by TJ McKenzie on a strike from Chase Brown. Harris will come out. Franti will come in. Hoagland is the tight end on the left side. Nofsinger on the right. McKenzie to the left. Romano is the running back. And they give it to Romano. He cups up over the right side between the center and the guard. And he powers his way to the 35 for a gain of 3. It will be 2nd and 7. 20-0. Hope in the lead. 11-17 and running in the third quarter. We are glad you have joined us for more Hope College football. Chase Brown stands at the Olivet 40. 2 receivers to the right. Franti is in. He comes over to the right side, and the handoff will go to Romano. He's got room. Inside the 30, inside the 25, down to the 23. Great blocking on that play by Shalit and Weber, and opening up a big hole for Romano. 1st and 10, Hope. Ball at the 23. Hope looking for their 4th touchdown of the day. Coming into the game is Grant Holzer. He's to the left with McKenzie. Romano stands behind quarterback Chase Brown. Franti comes from right to left. They give it to Romano behind Franti. He's got room. He's got blockers. He's inside the 10-yard line. 1st and 10, Hope. Daniel Romano. Romano barrels his way off the left side of the line for another 11 yards and another 1st down. Well, we mentioned Charlotte and Weber on the right side, so we got to give our props to Luke Marsh and Dylan Clem on the on the left, as they open that hole on the other side for Romano this time. 1st and 10, and we've got a flag, probably some sort of illegal movement on Hope, which will push it back.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, number 73, 5-yard penalty, replay first down.
That'll push the ball back to the 14-yard line. 1st and goal from there for the Dutch. 9:46 and running in the third quarter. Hope leads 20-0. Grant Holzer to the right. McKenzie to the left. Romano in the backfield, along with tight end Chase Franti. This goes to the left side to Romano, and he is hit right at the line of scrimmage on a nice defensive play by inside linebacker Logan Fee. Gain of nothing or less than nothing, and that will be 2nd and goal from the 16. That will be a loss of 2, and Hope currently going in the wrong direction. 2 receivers to the right. Hoagland will go from left to right. Franti is in the backfield along with Romano, and Romano picks up the ball. Looks like he stumbled a little bit and is wrapped up quickly and efficiently by Ricky Williams. Not a whole lot going. The Hope drive has stalled. Really no gain on that, and it is 3rd and 16. McKenzie will come back in, and he will go off to the right, and Franti will come out. Harris in, Franti out, McKenzie to the left, Holzer to the right. The slot is Harris. Brown drops back, looks over the middle, incomplete. Good coverage, TJ McKenzie, the intended receiver, but give credit to Colby Lewis, who was there. Also in on the play, Logan Fee, who made a play at the line of scrimmage on the last play and then dropped back into coverage and was part of the responsibility for covering McKenzie. So that brings up 4th down. Hilger with his 2nd field goal attempt of the day. His first one would have put him into the Hope history books even deeper than he is already, but that was just a little short. This one's about 33. It's up, and that one is right down the middle. No, it's not. I've got to get my eyes checked. It is off to the right, and there is a flag, so we'll see once what happened. It went plenty deep, but apparently it was off to the right. Let's go down to the field and check this one out.
Running into the kicker, defense, number 9, 5-yard penalty, replay, the field, 4th down.
Well, a 5-yard kicker interference penalty running into the kicker, different than roughing the kicker, so that's still going to be 4th down, but it's going to give Dylan Hilger another chance with 8:03 to go. So this one will be from the 17-yard line, and Hilger will get another chance, his 3rd opportunity of the day. And that one's up, and that one is good. And now Hope extends its lead to 23-0. We've got 7:58 to go in the third quarter. Hope 23, Olivet nothing. We will take a break, and we'll be back with more Hope football.
My name is Megan Bigelow, and during my time there, I was on the Hope women's soccer team. I decided to choose Hope because of the opportunity to be involved in multiple things. I didn't want to go somewhere where I was just a number in the field. I was able to double major, experience both a business academic load as well as economics. I loved the opportunity to really get to know my professors. Hope exceeded my expectations.
I'm Nate Bauman. As an invested community partner, we're proud to help share Hope's stories of transformational impact.
That field goal put Dylan Hilger into the Hope record books in another way. He is now tied for 6th for the most field goals of all Hope College kickers in history. One of those also in 6th place, a contemporary of mine, a couple years younger from the class of 89, Dewey Dang, joins Dylan Hilger, or Hilger joins Dang, I should say, and Hilger sends it only 6 yards deep into the end zone this time. The result is the same, which is a touchback at the 25-yard line. 7:58 to go in the third. Hope enjoying a commanding 23-0 lead on a beautiful homecoming Saturday in Holland, Michigan. Formsby will bring his team out. He will send Charles Johnson. Is that right? Jaden Moss, perhaps. We have a new quarterback. Let's check it. Second in the depth chart is Thomas Faust. We'll see if that it is indeed who that is. He goes off to the left side quickly on a little screen pass. He completes it to Isaiah Moon. So Thomas Faust into the game for the first time, replacing Formsby. He's 1 for 1. Faust, a 6'2 freshman from Toledo, Ohio. Went to Cardinal Stritch High School. And his first play from scrimmage gives them a 5-yard gain. It is 2nd and 10. And Mr. Faust is ready to get his lineup. But no, instead they are going to take a timeout to make sure that they have all of their pieces in order as the play clock was winding down. So we are going to take another break as well, Mr. Secor, with 7:22 to go in the third. It is Hope 23, Olivet nothing, and this is Hope football.
The River Place in downtown Holland redefines active senior living. A no-step floor plan is designed around your needs, so you can leave the worries of home ownership behind and enjoy a vibrant lifestyle right outside your door.
We'll get that downtown Holland spot in the next time, Steve. Faust hands it off on a counter play off the left side. Pick up over the 30 to the 31-yard line. Doing the running that time, I believe, was Dontel Wright, number 3. And now Thomas Faust is going to come out. And Ormsby is going to come back in for 3rd and 4. Olivet looking at its signal callers on the far eastern sideline. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left for Ormsby, 1 running back in the pistol. And the handoff is going to go to the running back. He's got room over the 40, up to midfield. What an explosive run by Sam Canucci, a gain of 16. And that is Olivet's 2nd first down of the game. 1st and 10 at midfield. Right in the geometric center of the field, right in the middle of the anchor. 1st and 10. Olivet. Ormsby stays in the game. And he is going to hand it off to Canucci. He goes off the left side. He's got good yardage following, good blocking. Inside the Hope 45, down to the 44. Olivet showing a little bit of life on offense. We do have an injured player for Olivet over on the far side of the field. The athletic trainers tending to them. That will take the opportunity for both teams to gather with their coaches. We are at 5:56 to go in the third. Instead of taking a break here, I think we will just turn it over to our director from, wait, don't tell me. Not Brighton, the other B. Boyne, from Boyne, who will direct our cameras to enjoy some of the sights and sounds of Ray and Sue Smith Stadium on this beautiful homecoming weekend. Good job, Lizzie. We want to thank Valeria. She's our replay queen, known as the Queen of Replay. Lizzie running the booth, making the cameramen, keeping them on their toes. We want to thank Jonathan and Jacob and Trent and Bryce. 4,101 fans at Hope today on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. Handoff up the middle, and Kanuji is hit hard at the 44. Lest we forget, executive producer Steve Secor, the king of cameras, Mr. Phil Blau, and the king of everything, El Jefe, Freddie Velasquez, taking care of everything, including currently checking his texts. No, checking how to get those graphics back is what he's doing. 3rd and 4. 5:05 to go in the third. Ormsby with 3 receivers to the right. One of them will head from right to left, Here's Dontel Wright, and he tries to go left side, and he gets a lot of yardage, and that's going to advance the chains. Olivet Comets with a really nice drive here in the third quarter. They got a lot of work to do, but they are showing some impressive offensive work here on this drive. 1st and 10 for Olivet from the Hope 35. 4 receivers, 3 to the right, 1 to the left for Mr. Ormsby. Handoff on the left side. Powering down there is Dontel Wright. Picks his way for a couple, hit hard and dropped at the 33. That will be 2nd and 8. Coming out of the game is Eric Smith for Olivet, and back in is Kanuji. So that's going to be 4 receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right for Ormsby, and Kanuji with him in the backfield. Hope in a 4-3. Tight end comes from left to right, and it's Kanuji, hit at the line of scrimmage, breaks a couple of tackles, and manages to slither his way down to about the 31. That's going to bring up a 3rd down situation, causing Coach Jacob Pardonnet to call the diamond play, whatever that might be. It involves Lumen coming out and a nickelback coming in. 3rd and 6 for Olivet. Ormsby drops back to his 38, goes to the right side. He's got a receiver at the 30, 25, down to the 20. Kanuji drives forward, pushed down to the 16. That's going to be a 1st down for Olivet. Nice play, Ormsby to Kanuji out of the backfield. And it is 1st and 10 for the Comets. Kanuji will join Ormsby in the backfield. Olivet stays with the 4 receiver formation, 2 to the right, 2 to the left, 2:37 to go in the third. Hope leads 23-0. From right to left comes one of his receivers. They will give it to Kanuji. Hit at the line of scrimmage and picks up maybe a yard. Lumen back in the game. He involved in the contact, along with Joe Natosi. 2nd and 9 after a gain of 1. Three receivers will head to the right now, and 1 receiver will head to the left. That is Sequarius Ball. Ormsby waiting for the snap. Play action, he's going to roll to his left. Back over the middle, he's got his receiver, who's hit hard at the 9-yard line. But a nice play complete to Jakari Hamilton. And a great open field single tackle by Connor Nesliski. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 3, a critical play for Olivet if they are going to stay in this game. 1:24 and running on the third quarter clock. Hope leads 23-zip. Ormsby with Kanuji behind. Motion from right to left. It's the slot back. Kanuji's going to hand it to his running back. Trips inside the 5. I think he's got it. It's a new running back in. We'll check the number. I think it might have been number 21, I believe, Nuke Crowell, getting the call on that. He was in earlier in the first half. That's going to be 1st and 10 for Olivet. Ball sitting on the 6-yard line for Ormsby. A chance for them to get the egg off the scoreboard. It's going to go to Crowell, but he's dropped in the backfield. What a play. I want to say that was, who was coming up hard there? I think it was number 6, Brady Howe, from his free safety position. And that is going to bring up 2nd and goal. And I think that's all the way back at the 9. Another Olivet injury, so that will be a break. I want to say that could be. I think that was, we'll just wait to see once whether or not they will stay in the game. We've got 29 seconds to go. We'll rely on Lizzie to continue to bring us these great sounds. Aquarius Ball, number 8, I believe, the injured player on that. Might have been Nuke Crowell, actually. These old eyes with athletic trainers surrounding the players make it a little harder. We are at 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line. 29 seconds to go. Kanuji in the backfield. 1 receiver to the right and 1 to the left for Olivet, in desperate need of a score to stay within striking distance in this MIAA contest. Ormsby looks to the right. He's going to go one-on-one out in the corner. Incomplete. Intended for Sequarius Ball. Good coverage that time by Brady Howe, who had him one-on-one, and that is going to bring up 3rd down. Actually, we're going to give credit to Darian Nunley, the cornerback on that, not the safety Howe. That's going to bring up 3rd and 8. Crowd making some noise. Cowbells are out. 10 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Hope leads by 23. Ormsby calling out the signals. 2 receivers to the right. And kind of a delayed handoff fake. Not a whole lot going there. Ormsby just put his helmet down. Kind of managed to make something out of nothing. I think there was a little miscommunication between him and his running back. And that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. We've played 45 minutes. We got another quarter to go. We will take a little break, and we will be back. You are watching Hope Football.
There is a school whose namesake is not a founder, not a historical figure, not a state, city, or physical landmark. It is named after an ideal, a virtue, a way of life. Its name is hope.
Out here today to enjoy this football game. Thank you, Olivet and Hope fans. 4,101 today's attendance.
You heard it from the voice. Public address announcer Tom Davilar announcing the largest attendance of the season, 4,101 faithful fans. After 3 quarters of action, Hope continues to dominate. Olivet did pick up 4 first downs in that quarter, compared to the 1 they had in the first half. compared to Hope's 16 first downs. Time of possession has balanced as well. It's now 25-50 for Hope at 19-10. So it really was Olivet's quarter in many ways, but Hope still leads 23-0. Olivet trying on fourth down. They will go for it with two receivers to the right. Slot back comes in motion. Ormsby rolls to the right, looks in the corner. Incomplete. Intended for Jakari Hamilton. Good coverage on the play by Darian Nunley. And Hope takes over on downs at their own 5-yard line. The Hope defense bends but does not break. And they get the ball back at their own 5. First play from the fourth quarter. Olivet trying to break the egg and get a score on the board, with which they could stay within striking distance if they could get a couple breaks. But unable to convert for any points will make that even more difficult. Chance Strickland is in as Hope's quarterback. Knopfsinger to the right. Harris and McKenzie to the left. Strickland's going to keep the ball himself and power his way forward up over the 15, very close to the first down. And there's going to be an injury. It looks like Chance Strickland goes down, and he will be tended to. And that's going to bring up second, and I guess the ball didn't start at the 5. It started at the 7. So that's going to be a gain of 8. And that will be a 2nd and 2 as the athletic trainers tend to Chance Strickland. And we also have an injury for one of the Comets. They are tended to by the athletic training staff of Olivet. And both teams will gather with their respective coaches as the injuries are cared for. Strickland is helped up. He will make an exit. Looks like the injured player from Olivet was Dylan Weaver, sophomore defensive lineman from De La Salle. And we'll see once here where we're going to go. In terms of quarterbacks for Hope, it's not going to be Strickland on this play, so it's going to be Chase Brown back in the game. He will send Knopfsinger to the right and McKenzie to the left. Looks like Kenya Houston is in as Brown's running back. And Houston will indeed get the ball. He's up over the 25, the 30, 32-yard line. Kenya Houston picking him up and laying him down. Only his second carry, but oh, we got a flag. But it might, let's see, we'll wait for the call. Nobody seems to be walking backwards.
The result of the play was a first down. After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 94, defense. 15 yards added to the end of the run. First down.
Well, that is a huge break for Hope. No, I didn't see that, but there was a personal foul called after the play, which is going to advance it. And so the great run by Kenya Houston is not erased. He's only carried the ball twice, but both times have been for 12-plus yards. Kenya Houston, the senior, not as many snaps as he normally gets, but he certainly has had great efficiency. Two receivers to the left, and it's going to be Houston again, a little less daylight this time as he powers his way up to about the 49-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 3, and so that will bring up 2nd and 7. McKenzie will stay off to the left, and Knopfsinger will stay to the right. And we'll see where Terrell Harris goes. He's going to come off to the right, and Houston will stay in the game. Clock winding at 13:39. Hope leads 23-0. Slot back looks to be Beckler, and they're going to give it to Kenya Houston, who doesn't have a lot of blocking, and he's dropped in the backfield. Good penetration that time by Olivet. Give credit to Ricky Williamson. I think also in on that was Logan Fee from his linebacker spot. That's a loss of 3, loss of 4. It's going to bring up 3rd and 11. Franti comes in and Hoagland comes out. Correction, Hoagland comes in and Franti comes out, 88 and 89. McKenzie and Harris to the left, Knopfsinger to the right. Brown on a straight drop, but he is dropped at the 40-yard line. And in the backfield, it's Amir Jones. We've called his name a few times. The 6', 225 sophomore from Detroit puts Chase Brown on his backside, and that will bring up a 4th down and a punting situation for Hope. Knopfsinger will stand at his own 26. Olivet will send 2 receivers back on the 25-yard line. Kind of a floater. It gets up high in the air, preventing Olivet from returning it. It's fair caught at the 29-yard line, so Olivet will take over. They hold the Dutchman. There's only been 3 points scored in the second half, and that was a field goal by Hilger, and it was only after a running into the kicker penalty on Olivet gave Hilger a second chance. Other than that, it's been a game pretty much between the 25s, as neither team has had much offensive success. It was a pretty good quarter for Olivet relative to the first half. They picked up 4 first downs in the third quarter compared to 1 in the entire second half. Here's a little pump fake give and go to Ormsby. It's intended deep for Jalen Broussard, covered well by Darian Nunley, and that's going to be incomplete. They tried to do a little pump fake to see once if they could get the cornerback to commit. Nunley did not. Incomplete. It's 2nd and 10. 12:01 to go in the game. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Ormsby. His running back is to his left. Ormsby's flush to the right. He goes deep, and that's going to be intercepted on the 35-yard line. Sam Cochran jumps in the air and pulls it down, and Hope will take over on its own 35-yard line. Sam Cochran jumping deep and far and grabbing that errant throw, and it will be 1st and 10 for the Dutchman. Great work by our replay crew there. Always on it. Miss Valeria on the replay, taking care of business. 2 receivers to the right for Chase Brown. The handoff is going to go to Romano. He's going to go off the right side. He had a spot open, and then he was really put down hard by Spencer Tyler, the other number 10, who really put the wood to him. Good tackle. Gain of 4. It will be 2nd and 6. Romano, a big back. And Tyler did not back down as he lowered his shoulder and put him down at the 39. Receiver to the right is Knopfsinger. Brown is going to hand it off to Romano. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, but he powers his way forward to the 42. And the back judge just set an MIAA record, I have to believe, for the length of that he threw that flag.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, number 10, 15 yards added to the end of the run. First down.
Well, credit the back judge. If we kept track of MIAA stats of how far an official can throw his flag, he threw it from the 32 all the way to the opponent's 45. What is it? That's a 22-yard throw of the penalty flag. That's got to go in the record books. But more importantly for Hope, that's going to be an automatic first down and put the ball at the Comets' 42-yard line. And the hang time on that penalty flag had to have been 4.5 seconds. Fortunately, nobody was hurt. Chase Brown is going to hand it to Houston, and he gets his way over the 40, spins around, and lands down to the 39-yard line. Good hard running by Kenye. Puts it down to the 39. Gain of 3, and it will be 2nd and 7. Harris will come in, and Hoagland will come out. Play clock running at 18. Game clock running at 10:14. The score sits at 23-0. It's been a quiet second half offensively, as both teams have really played even. Olivet really with an advantage in the third quarter. Play action. Brown is going to chase out of the pocket, and he has to throw it away. Really didn't have much of a receiver. The nearest man in the area code was Chase Fronte, but good penetration by the D-line of Olivet, and that will bring up 3rd and 8. 9:55. The clock is stopped on the incomplete pass. Hoagland in, Fronte out. Houston in the backfield with Brown. Knopfsinger to the right. Harris and McKenzie to the left. Brown looks over the middle. He's got his receiver. It's complete, and it is dropped at the 34-yard line by Hoagland. Almost looked like it could have been a fumble. He had it, and he went to turn, but he got hit hard and was jarred loose. Incomplete pass will bring up 4th and 7. The clock is stopped at 9:49. And roughly 4 down territory here. Kenye Houston will come out, and into the game will be Kareem Williams, one of their other receivers. So it looks like it is a passing formation. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. And they're going to do a little quick kick. Chase Brown's going to send a little quick kick. Nice play. Chase Brown putting on his punting shoes, and nobody on the Comet side was ready for it. Certainly nobody in the announcing booth was ready for it. Nice little quick kick from the shotgun formation, and that makes it 1st and 10 for Olivet at the 13-yard line. They got a long way to go, and they have to score 23 points to tie. 9 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Ormsby has been the quarterback with the exception of 1 series for the Comets. He's got 3 receivers to his left. He's going to look to the left. He's got time. He sends it deep, but there's good coverage there and really not much of a chance. Good coverage there both by Nick Flegler as well as Darian Nunley. 2 defenders on Sequarius Ball, and that will be incomplete and bring up a 2nd and 10. 9:34 to go. 2 to the left, 2 to the right for Mr. Ormsby. He looks to the left, and he's got Kanuji, his running back. He's got some room up over the 20, 25. Good running by Kanuji, and that's going to be a first down up to the 27-yard line. And it didn't look like it was going to be much, but sure enough, it was a nice play. Little pitch and catch to Sam Kanuji. 14-yard play, and it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Another 4-receiver formation for Ormsby. He drops back. He looks to the left. He's got his receiver, but it looks like it's out, just popped out. Intended that time for ball, and that's going to make it 2nd and 10. Not a bad pitch and catch, but just kind of jarred loose there as Ball tried to grab the ball as he fell to the ground. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. 9:02 to go. Ormsby again with a 4-receiver formation. Running back sits to his right. Moon comes from left to right. He's got a man over the middle, incomplete. Nice little route intended for Nick Pagano, and it's incomplete. That would have been a touchdown, but Ormsby has not been able to connect on several of those over the middle passes. Sometimes they've been open, as they were in that case, but that's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 on the incomplete pass, and Olivet's got another injury, so the Dutch will take advantage of gathering with their defensive coordinator, Mr. Jacob Pardonnet, and we will, the Olivet Comet athletic training staff will assess that situation. And Ms. Lizzie will give us some of these beautiful sights and sounds of Ray and Sue Smith Stadium on a beautiful day. That was a packed crowd to begin. A few of us have left, however. We hope if you did leave, you've decided to join us on web stream. Third and 10, 8:55 to go in the game. We want to say hi to one of our big Hope supporters, Campus Safety Officer, Mr. Henry Chen, watching today, keeping track of the game officials. Henry, a revered and venerated game official in his own right, having refereed not 1, not 2, but I believe 3 Final Fours in Division I women's volleyball. You will regularly see our local hero on ESPN and the Big Ten Network doing great work in officiating volleyball. One of the top 5 Division I volleyball officials in the country. Henry, thanks for joining us today. That ball is complete for a gain of 7, so that's going to bring up 4th and 3. Henry, I hope you're also enjoying the outside here as we are enjoying probably one of the last beautiful days of this fall in Michigan. 4th and 3, kind of a do-or-die down for the Comets. They are going to go for it from their own territory. Ormsby sends a receiver to the right, and he's got his man Kanuji, and he's going to be close, and Kanuji spins forward for the first down. A courageous run as somebody put a stop to him. It was Jackson Bush who actually put a pretty good lick on him, but give credit to Kanuji who spins forward, and that's a first down, and Olivet lives to fight another down. 7:56 to go. Ormsby goes to the right. He's got it complete, out of bounds, a little short gain, but to Pagano. That will be probably a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd and 6. Ball at the 43, 7:34 to go. Ormsby drops back to his 37. He's got a receiver, and he's open. It's complete at the 47, inside the 45. Good running there. That was Jalen Broussard on the far eastern sideline, 1st and 10. Olivet has had a good second half. They haven't been able to convert to points as the Hope defense has bent but not broken. But Olivet has chalked up some yardage, something they did not do in the first half. Kanuji going off the right side, and we've got some flags, but Kanuji running hard, slipping through tackles inside the 40 down to the 37-yard line. Sam Canucci will check out the flag. It could go against Olivet.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, number 92. 15 yards added to the end of the run. First down.
Well, that's not exactly what Hope was looking for, as we thought it might be a holding call, but instead someone grabbed somebody's face mask. Someone in orange grabbed somebody's face mask wearing white, so that's going to mark off another 15 yards and give Olivet some of the best field position it ever had. The best field position it had was at the Hope 11 in the first quarter after the Hope fumble. But then Olivet managed to fumble the ball back and couldn't convert the Hope mistake. 1st and 10 at the 22. Ormsby, play action, rolls right. He's got his man, but he can't quite hold on. Isaiah Moon turned to run, but it just slipped out of his hands, incomplete. That will bring up 2nd and 10. Two receivers to the left, one receiver to the right for Ormsby. Canucci in the backfield. 6:39 to go. Clock stopped on the incomplete pass. Ormsby looks, goes to the left. It's intercepted at the 10-yard line. It's intercepted and he's brought down. Number 5, Jackson Bush. Great coverage by the linebacker, and that's going to thwart another Olivet drive. Olivet has racked up all kinds of yardage, but look at Jackson Bush step right in front of this and pick that play off. The ball was intended, it looks like, for number 11, Cole Showbridge, a name we haven't called yet today. But Jackson Bush stepped right in front, and with 6:31 to go, Hope has the ball back and a commanding 23-0 lead. They've only scored 3 this half, and their defense has been resilient despite Olivet's fairly successful ball movement. Hope has come up with the big plays when they've needed them. Kenya Houston will take the ball and just won't stop running as he carries it from the 11-yard line all the way up to the 15. He and Romano are both big backs with low centers of gravity and tough to bring down, and Kenya picks up 4 when he really didn't have much of a hole. Coming out of the game is Franti. Coming in is Hoagland. Knopfinger to the right. McKenzie to the left. He is joined by Kareem Williams, also off to the left. Brown going for McKenzie. Complete at the 35-yard line. Up to the 39. T.J. McKenzie reels in a tough catch on the throw from Chase Brown. Great play. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line, 37-yard line. The clock is stopped at, no, the clock is running at 5:32. Hope leads 23-0. They are taking their time as the play clock is down to 10. McKenzie to the left, 2 receivers to the right, including Williams. This is going to be, I believe, we've got a new back in for Hope College. Number one, Jakari Kirkland, not to be confused with the other number 1, Isaiah Hicks. On offense, it's Jakari Kirkland getting his first carry of the game. Not much of a gain on that. We'll call it actually a loss of 1, 2nd and 11. You see strength and conditioning coach Dan Margaret's having a lot of fun here on this 23-0 lead. Margaret's brings energy to everything he does. Brown over the middle. He's got his receiver. It's McKenzie up to the 48-yard line. First down, Hope. Brown to McKenzie for 13 yards. And the clock continues to wind at 4:25. T.J. McKenzie tapping his chest, asking for a sub. And we are going to get number 12 into the game. That's Grant Holzer, who's in earlier. He's going to get another snap. Chase Brown in the backfield, and a substitution comes into the game, Eric Hoagland, so Hope stops to make sure that the substitution is legal. Swing pass to Harris, up over midfield, 45-40, down to the 38-yard line. Terrell Harris picking him up and laying him down. A gain of 15 and a first down for Hope in Comet territory at the 38. 3:43 to go. The clock on the wind. 23-0. Hope looking for its first shutout of 2022. Clock winding. Play clock down to 18. Holzer to the right. And it looks like Brown has McKenzie. No, excuse me. That's Williams, and he powers his way, spins forward to the 35-yard line. Jakari Kirkland, not Williams. And that is going to bring the ball down to the 35-yard line.
First of the half.
And we caught the last words from White Hat, Mr. Jason Nickel, and that is indeed a an Olivet timeout. Given that the length of this is indeterminate, I think we will stick with our crack camera crew here instead of trying to time the perfect re-entry on a spot. We want to thank the good folks at Lawrence and Vanderswart for their support of Hope Athletics. It is a great amount of work to put all of this together for you, and we hope that we have brought you some entertainment and some joy. As we said, our cameramen, they don't come better than Jonathan, Jacob, Trent, and Bryce. Bryce, servant leader, moving out of the booth and onto the field is one of the field cameras. Lizzie from Boyne, our director extraordinaire, and Valeria, the queen of replay. We want to thank all of those students for giving us great work today. That completion to Harris results in very little gain as he is wrapped up right away by John Thompson, the senior DB from Ferndale. And Olivet will take another timeout with 3:01 to go. And we'll tune in here to see what Coach Sturzman is going to come up with on 3rd and 10. Hope in command as they are on the verge of picking up their first MIAA victory of the year. I'm sure in the eyes of Coach Sturzman's staff, long overdue. Albion snuck past trying to remain undefeated, 20-19. Alamazoo, that's not the name of a school. Alma leading mightily over Kalamazoo. This is what happens when you don't give me a second chair. I start slurring my words. It is not Alamazoo. There is no league opponent named Alamazoo, but there is one named Alma, and it is defeating Kalamazoo with 6:42 to go in the fourth. And, of course, here in Holland, 23-0, Hope leading. Next week, Adrian and Albion will take each other on in a noon game. Hope and Kalamazoo will be at home. There's a completion out to the 30-yard line, down to the 25. First down for Hope. A little pitch and catch to Jakari Kirkland out of the backfield, and it's going to be a first down for Hope. Everybody getting a little chance to play here as Hope's lead sits at 23 with 2:41 to go in the fourth. As we said, next week, Kalamazoo will come to Hope for the final home game of the year. It's senior day and a battle for the shoes against the Mighty Hornets. Alma and Olivet will also play, and Adrian and Albion will take each other on at Albion. Here's Brown. He's going to give it to Kirkland. He's hitting the backfield, but he gets loose. He's over the 20, and he powers his way down to the 17, but then he's pushed back. Jakari Kirkland running hard off the left side. Picks up 5 or 6 yards. And the clock continues to run at 1:53. Well, I've been called out of town, friends. I don't know if you've if you've been told, but I will be representing Hope at the Southern Research Education Board at the request of Dr. Sonia Trent Brown, our Vice President for Culture and Inclusion. So either Freddie has to call the game, or I think we're going to have Mr. Arlen Gaddy, the venerated veteran of play-by-play, in taking my place next week. So here's Jakari Kirkland powering inside the 10 down to the 9-yard line. Jakari Kirkland getting some snaps here in the fourth quarter and earning his keep. That's a 1st and goal for Hope with 1:12 to go. So I want to thank Mr. Steve Secor and Mr. Freddie Velasquez for letting me ride along this season. I will miss you next week, but I will be in Atlanta representing the college at the Institute on Teaching and Mentoring, doing some recruiting, trying to bring some good faculty back to Hope College, maybe even one who knows how to do play-by-play. Who knows? That's right. We could do a second chair. Jakari Kirkland hit at the line of scrimmage, picks up about 1. That's probably the last play. I guess Hope will have to run one more. They might go into victory formation here, as that will be the last, that's probably the last play. Now, I guess they got one more play, and they may go into victory formation. No, they're going to run a play with Kirkland in the backfield. They may hand it off to him one more time. He has certainly earned the right to get another play. Sure enough, he's going to go off the right side. He's hit behind the line of scrimmage and dropped at the 10-yard line, and that will be the end. The final score from Ray and Sue Smith Stadium: Hope College 23, Olivet College nothing. Hope moves to 1-3 in the MIAA, and Olivet drops to 1-2. Congratulations to Hope on their first MIAA victory. We will see you next week at 1 o'clock for Senior Day and the final home game for the Flying Dutch. We'll also see you this week for volleyball, as the Hope College seniors will celebrate their senior night on their final home contest. The final score, once again, Hope College 23 and Olivet nothing. You have been watching Hope Volleyball. Hope Football. You've been watching Hope Football.
Yeah.